Hi, welcome to Camp Happy Mail, and welcome to part 2 of my Christmas in July series. So, I changed my plan for this week. I wasn't going to do a Christmas card this week, but based upon a comment that I got on last week's video, I knew I had to do this. I had a question about if I ever used non-traditional colors on my Christmas cards. For example, the person that commented said that they had often thought about using pink and green, but they hadn't done it yet. And I wanted to answer them and tell them, yes, I do use non-traditional colors quite often. Although I do like red and green, and I like those with the gold and the silver. I mean, that's traditional. It looks nice. I do like to change it up because I like other colors besides just red and green. I do use non-traditional colors. In 2021, Stampin' Up came out with a paper pack. It was called Whimsy and Wonder. These are some of the sheets from that. And I just thought this set was gorgeous, with the light greens and the light pinks and the silvers. And then it's got some blues in it. This set just spoke to me. It spoke to me so much that I actually bought 3 packs of this, of the 12 by 12. And I've been using it in a couple of cards every year since 2021, and I still have a ton of it left. There was a stamp set that came out that was similar to this that was called Whimsical Trees, and there's a die set that goes with this as well. I'm not going to use that today. We're just going to use the paper. So, to come up with today's card, I do what I often do, which is whenever I get a new Stampin' Up set, I have a binder. Hang on a second. I have a binder. And when I get a new Stampin' Up set, I go to Pinterest and I look up that set. And don't mind all the post-it notes in here. It's stuff I have in progress. But I make a tab for whatever the set is. And then I look up and I do screenshots of cards that I like. Now, some of these I got from my Stampin' Up demonstrator. But some of them, like the Christmas cards, there were so many beautiful Christmas cards using this set of paper. So I took screenshots of them. Yeah, I don't use Pinterest the way you're supposed to because I don't find myself going back there and hunting down people's blogs to figure out what they did. I take screenshots, and then by not going back to their blog, that gives me an opportunity to kind of make it my own. So I have to figure out the dimensions for stuff, and then I can change things up, which I often do. I try to keep whoever the source was for it. If they've watermarked it, sometimes they don't watermark it. So I have no idea. This is the card we're going to make today. So yeah, so I've got this whole binder full of different ideas for each of the Stampin' Up sets that I have, and I can easily pull this out, grab an idea that catches my eye, and I'm off to making cards. So again, we're going to do this one today. So because I didn't go back and try to find that again on Pinterest, I don't have the dimensions that they used, but I do have some dimensions for you that I've figured out. And this is what I did for my card. So basically you need an A2 size card base, or you can make it whatever size you make. I know different countries make different sizes. So you make it whatever size you want to make it, but these are the dimensions for an A2 size card. So the first panel on here is the background panel, and it is 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to go ahead and glue that down. This pink paper is Melon Mambo. This is a Stampin' Up color. If you don't have this paper or this color of cardstock, use what you have. You don't have to have this exact cardstock or this exact pattern paper for these cards to come out cute. I have done this same design using other papers last year. I did these in paper that was purple and silver and blue, and they turned out just as cute. So you want to put your background piece down. Your next layer is a piece of pattern paper, and it is 3 3/4 by 5. And we'll go ahead and glue this down, and all this paper is double-sided, so you could put this side down or you could put this side down. I'm using this side because I like the silver. So we'll go ahead and glue this one down. Now the nice thing about this, and I did make other cards to go with this set, and I have 4 total of these. But the nice thing is I mass cut all of my pieces at one time. So I stacked up all of my pattern cardstock that I wanted to use, and I cut this piece for all 4 cards all at once. So you could cut all of your pieces for this, and then you could take and go sit in front of the TV and assemble these cards, and they come together super, super easy. Okay, so now you need 2 of these. These are background pieces. These are 2.5 by 3 3/4. And then on top of those, you're going to put 2 pieces of pattern paper that are different from your background and different from each other. And these are each 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. So we'll go ahead and glue these down. These come together super quick. I already made the other 3 cards and it took me less than 15 minutes to put together the 3 cards. So this is a quick, easy card that you could batch make a bunch of these and get your cards done really easy and quickly. Okay, and then we'll glue this one down. And again, you could use the back side of these. I chose the side that I did because it has silver accents to it. And I think the gold and silver, sparkly, glittery, shiny, whatever you want to call it, on cards, especially Christmas cards, just gives them something just a little extra. And I'm a little messy with the glue today. Now we'll go ahead and adhere these down. Now you have to decide which ones you want in front and which one you want in back. So you could go this way, or we could put the presents in back and put the holly in front. And I think we'll do it that way. So now we'll go ahead and glue these down. And I'm apparently having trouble hanging on to stuff today. And you want to put this at a slight angle. And then this one at a slight angle the other direction. Now I know some people would have put an extra piece of paper underneath this to keep this from sagging down because it is on top of 2 other pieces of paper. But given the fact that I know that most people don't keep their Christmas cards forever and ever, I'm not going to worry about it because most likely it's going to end up in the garbage eventually. So I'm not worried about putting the extra piece of paper in there and making sure that everything is perfectly level and that it lasts forever, because the reality of the situation is most people don't keep their cards. So as long as it lasts through the holiday season, we're good. Okay, and for your banner that you put your sentiment on, you can use any sentiment that you want. You can use any banner that you want. I happen to have a banner die and I cut the piece for in the center of it. I'm not going to give you the measurements for that because you may not have the same exact thing. So, and then this piece we're going to pop up using dimensionals. And this piece we're just going to center across here. And that's it. One and done, quick and easy. Didn't take us very long to put it together. The pieces are super, super easy to cut. So let me show you the 4 cards all together. And if you mix and match your papers, then your cards all come out looking same design, but just a little bit different. So those are the 4 cards that I made. Non-traditional colors. I love them. I love the pink and the mint and the silver. I just think they make super cute cards. So I hope you'll give this design a try. I will put the dimensions below in the description for all of the pieces, so you don't have to go back and rewind the video if you don't want to. But I hope you'll give this one a try. Thank you for joining me for this super quick video, and I'll see you in the next one.